Alright guys, let's go ahead and break down Team Fatal Fury. He's got the most changes of his teammates so far. Joe and I don't really have much going on for changes, at least that we can notice. First change we'll notice is that EX Crack Shoot is now a hard knockdown. In 14, it was a ground bounce juggle that allowed Terry to extend his combos. It's actually closer to 13's version now that it's a hard knockdown. And in 13, it was also an overhead, so people are wondering if that's going to be the case in 15. And if that's the case, does it also combo from lights like it used to? Because if it does, that means EX Crackshoot is faster on startup, which helps his mix-up game. Alright, the next exciting part of this trailer is that Power Dunk is now back for Terry, and it looks like the EX version is going to be replacing EX Crackshoot for the ground bounce juggle. EX Power Charge also changed. Oddly enough, it now crumples on hit, which seems odd for its animation. In 14, it used to be a wall bounce juggle, so Terry could essentially get a wall bounce and EX Crack Shoot to get the ground bounce. And as you can see there, it also had super armor, so I'm kind of wondering if it's going to retain that property in 15. Here you get to see the regular version of Power Charge cancel into Power Dunk. This is a returning move from the past games. In 98, he was able to cancel into Rising Tackle, and 02 was able to do into Power Dunk. And of course, Power Dunk could be used as a standalone move. Another thing you'll notice, going back a bit here, is that in 15, Power Charge combos from close D lifts the opponent on a hit. Lifts the opponent on a hit. And in 14, you can only combo into B Power Charge from a hard normal. And B Power Charge did not lift the opponent here. So close D, B Power Charge combos, but it doesn't lift the opponent like it does in 15. D Power Charge does launch the opponent, but can't be comboed into from a close hard normal. But on the other hand, it was very plus on block. So I'm kind of curious to know what the differences are between the B and D versions of this move in 15. Just a regular super cancel here. Alright, so in 14, this string here, close D into down forward A, doesn't actually combo into Power Geyser from mid screen. It does work in the corner, or if you just use a close-up burn knuckle into Power Geyser level 1, it will combo, but it doesn't work from that string that is shown in the trailer. That's because that Power Geyser is probably slower in 14, and in 15 it's faster on startup. You can combo to the EX version, of course, but you know, EX versions are always benefiting from that. Another change you'll notice is that with EX Buster Wolf, or Buster Wolf in general, you'll notice that in 14, the character remains at the same place that you hit them. Right? He's up in the air. But in 15, when he gets hit, he gets brought back down to the ground. So this is just like in the mating controller I pointed out, where the opponent is repositioned so that the entire super can connect. And I think this is a good change because watch this next part here. So he goes into the climax. If you look closely at the animation, it's the range of it is on the ground. It's like a power charge like range, and this allows it to connect. So if he stayed in the air like he did in 14, and you did that same climax cancel, it's not gonna connect. But here, to put him into the ground, climax cancel, so that everything connects. I think this is a good change, and it looks like it's gonna be universal. That's pretty much it for Terry. I know there's additional gameplay footage in this trailer, but there's nothing new that isn't already in 14. So I'm just gonna move ahead to Joe. So Joe, there's only two changes with him, unfortunately. So just moving on ahead. Let me skip ahead here. EX Golden Tiger Super, EX Hurricane Super. That's nothing new here. So this part is new. Forward B into EX Tiger Kick. So after EX Bakuretsuken, he can't combo into this in 14 because it air resets the opponent. So it just drops. So a lot of people are now wondering if he could combo into other moves instead. Like, can he combo into, Kurosoko back kicks? Can he combo into a fireball? Can he combo into another, you know, Bakuretsuken? The next change is not specific to Joe, so let me just skip ahead here. So here, as we've already seen, all supers in 15 seem to reposition the opponent so that the entire combo connects. So Meitenku is going to be glued to the ground after the first hit here, and all the hits connect. If you try to do this combo in 14, some of the hits will connect, but not all of it. So you're losing out on damage here. Yeah, that's really it for Joe. I'm sure we'll discover more things once we get our hands on the game, but for now, that's really all we got. Andy, there's nothing new for Andy, man. The only thing that's different is probably just the supers repositioning the opponents, but that's a universal change. But yeah, everything here is the same. Jumping D, combo into his command normal, standing blowback, EX Zaneiken, EX moves are all the same so far. EX Shoryudan. So here, see how Joe is going to be blown away from the previous hit, and then when he gets hit by the super, he's teleporting in front of Andy. So again, just 15 making supers more consistent on combos. And in here, Joe's on the ground, but after the first hit, teleports into the air. I don't think this really matters much for Andy. He's never had a juggle problem in 14. But yeah, so with Andy, it's kind of like with Joe, right? We gotta have to just get our hands on the games to see what any other differences are. Hopefully there are some. Yeah, that's pretty much it for Team Fatal Fury. It was like 90% Terry and a little bit of Joe and nothing for Andy. Hope you liked it.